Hello and welcome back to Up the Villa podcast and Transfer Hub. We've gone in there early with a link from El National Cat saying that Unai Emery wants to sign Eden Hazard and Nacho Fernandez from Real Madrid. We're not shopping in Poundland anymore. We are now shopping with the big boys. We're going straight into Real Madrid to raid Real Madrid of some of their stars. I absolutely love the ambition and I absolutely love the vibe. So, no, in all seriousness, it is nice to see us linked with really, really good players. That's the one thing that I've always loved about doing these transfer hubs, that we tend to always be trying to shop in the right market and shop in the right places. So, we are linked with Hazard and Fernandez from Real Madrid, and I'll give my thoughts on both of them. It's going to be so interesting to see what Unai Emery thinks of the current Aston Villa players and the players that he feels like he wants to keep and the ones that he feels he can work with and are crucial to getting Villa in the position which we need to be in to compete in the Premier League at the higher end of the Premier League. So, it is going to be really interesting. We've spoke about the sentiment to some of these players as well, that, we've got to kind of lose that little bit of sentiment now and trust Emery and trust what he wants to go with. And if he sees someone fit to do the job, then that's fine. And if he doesn't, then we've just got to go with it and trust his judgment, because the last 2 games in the Premier League for Aston Villa have been absolutely fantastic. And I think the whole fan base have really, really bought into Unai Emery. So, one of the main things that we know that Emery is going to want to do, and one of his parts of his philosophy at Aston Villa, is he wants to play out from the back. We know that we've got Carlos out injured, who's potentially going to be coming back February, March time. So, I think he would be straight into this Villa side. And it is whether he feels like Konsa, Mings, Chambers, Bednarak on loan are the right person to partner with Diego Carlos. That is basically the decision. So we linked with a central defender in Nacho Fernandez from Real Madrid. So I think that's my little take on the squad as well. And we know that we're playing this 4-2-2-2 formation. My general vibe is that he would be really happy with the 2 double pivots. I think he'd be really happy with Dougie Luiz, Boubacar Kamara, and Dendoncker. I think he'd be over the moon with those 3 players. And I think he will build the team around those 2. Now, the 2 in front of the double pivot, we know at the minute we've seen Buendia, Ramsey, and McGinn so far. For me, this is the area where I feel like he will strengthen as well. I feel like he'll love Jacob Ramsey and he'll love Buendia, but for me, I feel like he'll want to strengthen that area of Aston Villa as well. And then I feel like he'll want to look at the forward line as well. I think both so far have done really, really well. But it's whether he wants to strengthen and go and get an out-and-out striker, a big, big money striker. So I think that wants to look at as well. But this centre-back position is really, really interesting, because although it's done really well so far, and I'm absolutely loving it, we need to know where Emery feels deep down, his deep down emotion of what he wants to do with his squad. So let's talk about the first one first. Eden Hazard. Not for me. Not for me, Villa fans, unfortunately. I feel like we've been here before with Philippe Coutinho. And I think Coutinho's still got a lot of work to do at Aston Villa when he comes back from injury. I just feel like we won't go down that road again. I really don't. I don't think we will. I think we're going to be after younger players, pacey players in those attacking positions. And I just don't really see us going after Eden Hazard, if I'm being totally honest. But then the next one does interest me quite a lot. So let's have a look at Nacho Fernandez, 32 years of age, preferred foot, right-footed, central defender, can play on the left, can play on the right as well if needed. Very, very versatile across the back line. His defending is 81, tactical is 77, technical is 50. He has a SOFA score of just under 7, Villa fans. Just under 7, 6.85. We will take that. We'll take that. That's over the last 12 months. And he has been with Real Madrid for his whole career. So that bodes well. I mean, you don't stick around at Real Madrid for over 20 years if you're not a good player. So he's coming into the back end of his career. So far, this was, let's have a look. So this was last season, sorry. So last season, he had a SOFA score rating of 6.95. Heat map, like we say, he's playing on the left-hand side there. He played 28 games last season, started 17, averaged 56 minutes per game, scored 3 goals, touches per game, 43.7. Now, this is where we're getting into the interesting part, Villa fans, and this is why I feel like we might potentially be linked with him, is these next stats coming. So what do we know? Our centre-backs have got to be able to play out from the back. So, accuracy per game, 93% passing accuracy per game. Accuracy in his own half, 94%, and in the opposition half, 88%. This season is a SOFA score rating of 6.70. He's played 7 games, started 1. He's averaged 23 minutes per game. He's averaged 17 touches per game. Accuracy per game, 97%. In his own half, 98%. In the opposition half, 95%. Accuracy of his long balls, 100%. And then his winning record with Real Madrid, 5 Champions League, 3 Spanish champions, 4 UEFA Super Cups, and 1 Spanish Cup Winners' Cup. And he has played for Spain in the past as well. So, Villa fans, there is Nacho Fernandez. Do I like it? It depends what we're looking for. If we're looking for a central defender that can play with the ball, then yes. He's a vast amount of experience and he looks really good on the ball as well. So it's a nice, interesting link. We know that we've been linked with Jackson as well, the pacey winger from Villarreal. And then we did get linked with Pau Torres as well. But I'm not sure on that one. I'm not sure on that link. That is the issue. So I love him as a player. So it's interesting that Transfer Hub has got up and running. Little update for you Villa fans. Eden Hazard and Nacho Fernandez linked with Aston Villa. And it's interesting that we linked with central defender and a ball-playing central defender as well. So hope you've enjoyed this episode, Villa fans. If you can subscribe to the channel, drop this video a like, and up the Villa.